Well, hello everybody. Let me find all the right things now. Wait for people to get on here. We're a little early, but we're all right. Okay, let's see here. Well, this morning we are going to make some pat. Okay. Now I got it all set up. Hello, everybody out there. Um, oh, and I already got a thumbs up, I believe. Maybe not. Nope, not yet. I'm working on it. I don't know what to talk about. A lot of time, I've been watching the news, which I know better not to, or watching live feeds on all this trial stuff and everything else. And tonight, you probably ain't going to like me, but I'm tired of listening to the crap. So I'm going to put my 2 cents in here after I get high up on sugar. I will say, let's say 50, 75 years ago. Do you know that the Republicans were the Democrats and the Democrats were the Republicans on conservativeness? Yep. Go look it up. Google. Oh, shut up. Don't you be hateful. He said, I ain't letting nobody else get up here with Daddy. Thank you for the thumbs up, by the way. I appreciate it. Let's see. You just hear so many opinions. And they're taking... What is it? Is it time to kill people? I put another black little terrier thing into my ambulance to put clothes in. I think I will take off for a few days. I don't know where I'll end up, but I'm taking off for a few days. Probably won't leave till next Monday. My son said it'll take him 2 or 3 days to get whatever he wants straightened out. This, that, blugga, blugga, blugga. And I thought, well, it'll give me time to sort through what I don't need in that ambulance, what I need to take out of the ambulance. And I need to put my big battery charger up. I don't think I'll buy a battery for the pickup till I get back. I'm going to eat some of this. Look at the chocolate covered cherry. This is a dark chocolate. Supposed to be healthy. Gonna laugh again. Yeah, I'm going to laugh about that one. It's going to be healthy in my butt. Sure, there ain't healthy. You can't have none of it. Or he's right here in my lap, as you can see. Well, where is he? There he is. Ori, look at Daddy. Yeah, look at Daddy. Let me go this way. There you are, Ori. Look at Daddy. That little guy wants over my lap. Big boy's down there scratching. Baby girl's feeding her face over there. Ooh, that's so sweet. I was going to talk about politics. Let's everybody leave. But it's going to be different than you ever heard in your entire life. And that's honest God truth. Most people, they're thinking that Democrats don't own guns. Well, that's stupid. I was a Democrat for years till I decided I want to be independent. They think only Republicans are preppers. Not true. And that deal today on Giuliani and the rest of that crap, the only reason they know so much about that stuff, they probably did it in 2016 to manipulate the vote. mean, hell, I don't know about all that crap. I was listening to a prepper. He calls this Southern Prepper something, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what. Hello. Hello, Mr. Rice. I'm doing pretty good. I just got a little irritated. And this guy was basically preaching Civil War. Now, my granny went through the damn Civil War and she was a teenager. And it ain't too damn healthy. It's different than fighting Vietnam, Iraqis, Iranians, a different country, Koreans, Japanese, Russians, Germans, whatever. When you start killing your own cousins, aunts, uncles, nephews, nieces, brothers, sisters, and mothers and fathers, you really want a damn civil war? Are you out of your damn mind? I started to make a comment on his channel, and I thought, no, this man, atomic bomb couldn't fall on him and change his mind, so there ain't no sense me wasting my breath. He is under the influence that if a Democrat like Biden stays in there, that he's going to be able to lose the Second Amendment. Well, that's not necessarily true. I don't believe it's true at all. I mean, it's going to take some more than Biden to lose your Second Amendment rights. That means you right to bear arms. You know, I think now for its gun control, of course. I don't think you need to be selling the damn gun to a 12-year-old kid. You know, yeah, I think you have to be a certain age, like 18 to 21. I think you got to be 21, but I believe if you're in, I also believe if you draft an 18-year-old for military service and give him a damn gun, he should be able to buy a gun over here. Or you need to move it up to 21 before they can be drafted. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So this is my politics rant. I don't no, it ain't too damn good to kill your own family. Be like Abraham. Abraham sent his sons to Egypt. That was Abraham, you know, in the Bible. Send his sons to Egypt. He sent 10 of them. And then one was captured, which was Joseph. He was sold for a slave, which became, you know, high up in the Egyptian authority. And they came back and said, well, they just give me a few grains of rice and corn and stuff for just a couple of months. The guy said, well, he wanted to see the youngest son, which was actually Joseph's full brother out of Rachel. And so the guys said, one of them, I think it was Jude or something. Anyway, it was one of the high up brothers. Oh, said, well, I'll leave you my two sons if we don't bring Benjamin back. Can't think of names now. And he said, well, that'd be great. We need to start killing off my own family. You know. So I mean, we've had this trouble since biblical days. But he is flat preaching. I wish somebody else, and I'm going to tell you this channel, the Southern something or other, Prepper. And, but he's preaching Civil War. I said, oh, no. And then he's preaching what got me, and this is why, besides preaching Civil War, I mean, you ain't good to start killing off your family like Abraham said. But he believes that Democrats are socialist and communism. No, Canada is socialism. The UK is socialism. Most places in Europe is socialist republic or socialist Democrats. But they're not a Democrat. Ours is set up a little different. We have Republicans. They're supposed to be conservative. And the far left is what they're saying is liberals. Well, there's degree of, if you don't believe there's degree of conservatives and also degree of liberals. A liberal is not a socialist. They believe a lot of them believe live and let live. You see what I'm saying? They also believe more strength in the environment and you know, social justices. It's, like I said, I was a Democrat for a long time, but I decided to be an independent. In other words, I find good and bad in everybody. You know, in other words, I found good Democrats. I found sorry Democrats. I found good Republicans and then bad Republicans. So, but they don't know who they should take a class on the classifications of who's a socialist, who's a communist, who is a you know, a dictatorship or what. They need to go study who's what. You know what I'm saying? Because they make these outlandish statements, and then you're thinking, I know I ain't got no damn education. But education, you can educate yourself. You don't need to pass high school or pass damn college or anything else. You should know enough. You know, you make statistics say any damn thing you want. You know, depends on what you got as a basis. You know, that's what I'm getting at. I mean, you know, come on, people. Get your head out of your butt. You know, there is just as many preppers as Democrats as there is Republicans. There's just as many gun-toting Democrats as there is gun-toting Republicans. You know, now for is the environment. Maybe there is more Democrats worried about the environment than there is Republicans. Because I want to have something to hand on to my kids and grandkids and greats for 50 generations. I don't want us to all have to wear gas masks and they, well, you don't have to, but you can choke to death. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the environment so damn bad with carbons floating in the air and pollutants, excuse me, polluting in the air that I have to wear a damn mask. Right now, I got to wear a mask because of catching COVID, but I don't want to just wear a mask or an oxygen tank just so because I can't breathe on planet Earth anymore. You know, and that's you know, I want to do away with a lot of fossil fuels in the future. We've had time. You know, it's going to take 50 to 100 years to slim down the fossil fuels, coal, gasoline, so on and so forth. I mean, I don't see very damn many electric cars out there very damn efficient. We need to get the battery system better. Wind energy is great, but that ain't going to do away with your coal operated electrical plants. Hydroelectric's great. You know, water, dams. I mean, they didn't preach environment then. They said, "Oh hell, it's right there. Let's use this resource." Same with the sun. It shines every day, most of the days. You know, they're using shit just because, and there's like spoiled little brats. And that's what burns my ass up. They preach shit that it's like that deal Giuliani did today. Well, yeah, they must be a way to manipulate the voting machines and for you to know about it. Well, did you do that in 2016? Should we go back 4 more years? Go back 4 more years? Okay, you brought it to the attention of the voters. All right. Most of them were paper ballots. They counted them. I got to see what I got to see. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I mean, Yeah, it's going to get bad. But listen to me. Is just cause your candidate did not get in there? Come here, baby girl. Would that justify a civil war? You got to realize now what you're doing. Uh, it's just like, okay, you take any state. Let's take Pennsylvania. There's only like 10 or 15,000 votes which got Biden more for Biden than it is for President Trump. Okay, but there's still an equal amount. You start giving them guns and fighting one another. You see what I'm getting at? Does who become president justify a civil war? Would you kill your mother because she was a Democrat if you're a Republican, and vice versa? You see what I'm saying? No, baby girl, you're the biggest mess. I'm eating this by myself. You see what I'm saying? Would you shoot your son because he's a Republican and you happen to be a Democrat? Look at this. He's brought a bone over here, and there he goes with it. And baby girl's over here in my lap. You know, they're all jealous of one another. Or he chased them off. He won't let big boy get up onto the van. He's gonna sit right there in front of him. It sounds like these Democrats and Republicans, these poor little dogs, fussing and fighting with one another, and they're all trying to get close to me. And they ain't starving, none of them, trust me. But would you shoot your son because he was a Democrat if we had a civil war? Answer it. And I need some more thumbs up over there. That's what they did during the Civil War. The North against the South. They had relatives in the North, and they also had relatives in the South. A lot of times they were shooting their own brother or shooting their own cousin. They were robbing off and murdering their own dads and stuff that was, there wasn't a battalion or a branch of service that wasn't affected that didn't lose a loved one. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So how in the world would you forgive yourself? Just like Abraham said, do I start killing off my whole damn family? You see what I'm saying? But this son of his, well, you can have my two sons if we don't bring back, and you can do with them what you want to. In other words, you can kill them if you wish. If I don't bring back Benjamin, is America got that bad? There you go, Mr. Rice. You answered it yourself. Yes, I think in my mind, we need to secure the election board. But this one's too late. We need to start on the next one. This one's already too far gone. There'll be another one in 2024. And we should have basically worked out all the kinks. You see what I'm saying? The signature identification, driver license. Go bring your toy. Now he's got a toy over here. But I don't want your toy here. I think it's too late to put Trump back in office because he's leaving the 16th. Or take Biden, don't get in there. It's too late. Even if it went to the Supreme Court, that could take years. Somebody versus Wade took 3 or 4 years to fight it out in the Supreme Court. So let's say, is that what we want with a democracy? That's what we have in a democracy. Let's fix this here real quick. I think here's another one. I don't think there's such a thing as the far left or the far right. I think there's degree of Democrats and a degree of Republicans. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if we left it up to what was that woman that used to preach against homosexuality? What was her? She's in Florida, Orange Grove person. She was Miss America once. Can't remember. Are we going to go back to the like Stalin and start killing off the ones we think is undesirables? Now, when do we stop that? Hitler decided all the Jews were undesirables, less humans. If we can make, that's what I'm trying to say. If we can make the Democrats, let's say, as being a Republican, and they use, well, the far left. In other words, lesser than what you are. If you can take somebody and their life is less than your life, or means less than your life. Now wait a minute, life is life now, remember. So therefore they can come up and say, well, your kid is failing in grades. He's lesser than the majority of the students in class. And now he ain't got Down syndrome or anything. He just whatever. He just didn't pass the grade like the rest of them did. So he's in the low 2 or 3%. We're not going to spend our time educating him or this, that, and other. We're just going to put a bullet in his head and try better next time. You see what I'm saying? Where is the point that you're trying to make people less valuable than you are? Everybody's opinion is valuable. Or, I don't want your toy. It's like this thing wants me to play with him. Your opinion is valuable, but it should not overrun somebody else's opinion. They're entitled to their opinion too. Is that a liberal stance? No, I think that is a human stance. As being a human being, let's say if you're married, your wife's opinion don't matter. Okay, she says, well, my husband's opinion don't matter. You see what I'm saying? It could work plumb down to where your employer's opinion matters because you want to check off of it. You see what I'm saying? Here, you want that? But that's what I'm getting at. Where in the world is this person that I listen to? You're going to jump on somebody preaching that Democrats are socialist. They're communist. They mix up socialism with communism. Two different things. Completely two different things. England fought against communism. Canada did too. You see what I'm saying? Socialist, communism, what's the other? There's 4 or 5 more. One of them's dictatorship. That's like Hitler. He was a dictator. Now, Stalin was a dictator, but he believed in communism. Work for the common goal, huh? To me, wake up, people, why you still got it in America. Why you still got the United States. Why you still got democracy. Now, is all of them the far left that want to take your guns? Well, hell no, but a lot of them damn Democrats own more damn guns than you do. And they've been prepping a hell of a lot longer. They even went into the government preps. The Democrats was the ones that started the oil reserves, and that back in Virginia and where the South Carolinas and all there, they poured oil into the salt mines, but they was the ones that started that. So when we got into a war, they did that after the First World War and before the Second World War. So we had an oil reserve. And I wish you'd go away, little dog. You're bothering me. Okay, who started? What government was in power when they started Magic Mountain? What was it? Where is that mountain at that they dug a hole in? Colorado, damn it. Got to think. But it was not Republicans that did that. It was Democrats. I mean, I've lived long enough to realize who was in office when they started these things. Who voted it in? Was it a Democratic Congress or was it a Republican Congress? I believe, to me, you guys are getting these lines blurred to where they're either one-sided or the other-sided. No, there's degrees of, like this, degrees of Democrats and degree of Republicans. Sometimes we need to move these lines together. Oh, well, but Biden never preached unity when Trump was in office. Hell no, he couldn't. All Trump has ever done is preach anarchy in America. He's not trying to get along with any damn body. But he's got one goal, himself, which will not work in America. Why would you even want to take office unless you just want? And he's right about one damn thing. America's stupid to let any one president or any one fascist, that's another deal, fascism, besides communism and socialism, fascism, to get away with this shit. There we go, lost one, but I don't care. My point about it is, if we don't work together as Americans, United States Americans, because Canada's an American too, you know that? They live in Northern America. But as we consider ourselves Americans, well, which we consider United States, we've got to pull together. Yes, if there's something wrong with our voting system, we need to fix it for the next election. And then if Trump wins in 2024, I'll be 100% behind him. But he needs to quit preaching civil war or anarchy. You see what I'm saying? Guess what they did during the Second World War? They had a lot of movie lost. No, but I don't care. They lost a lot of movie stars and this, that, and the other because they was in the Communist Party. Yeah. They signed up for the Communist Party. You know you can be a communist and still be an American? Yeah. There you go. You can be a communist and still be an American. It says other. When you fill out your voter's registration, it's Democrat, Republican, Independent, other. You can put socialist. You can put put anything you want in there. Communism. You can put anything you want to. But the point about it is, I would rather stick with the two parties or an independent party that's sort of like both of them. That's what I consider me. I'm halfway this way on the Republican side and halfway on the Democratic side. Basically because I'm not too far left and I'm not too far right. I believe that there's good in everybody. And if we don't find that out, then you're going to have to be like Hitler, start putting the Democrats or the ones that don't believe in your theology in concentration camps. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, internment camps like we did the Japanese during the Second World War, and the Chinese, the Indonesians, anybody was born Asian descent, we throw them in internment camps. We've learned a lot since them days. And the problem of it is right now, I don't want to turn back to them days. You know what I'm saying? I believe one person has one vote. And the electoral votes, meaning they have more population in that state, so they give them so many electoral votes. Yes, Trump won the electoral votes, but he didn't win the popular vote when it came to Hillary. This time, he did not win the popular vote or the electoral votes. You see what I'm saying? When you lose, you lose. Now, was it illegal? I don't know. Seems like that Giuliani knows a hell of a lot about being illegal machines for being a damn lawyer. You see what I'm saying? Did they use that before? I have no idea. But I'll guarantee you this coming up election in 2024, because this one's over with, Take your little marbles and go home because it's over with. The only way you're going to the only way you're going to get it turned back to where he did not win, I don't give a damn what the Supreme Court says, is have a civil war. Now, do you want one? If you is that gun and them bullets burning your damn hands like a kid with money? Is that money burning your hands that you just got to go out there and buy every damn thing? Well, is that gun burning a hole in your damn hand? You just want to start shooting anybody and everybody? You see what I'm saying? A civil war means that this country will split apart. And guess what? We're primed then for another country to come in. It wouldn't take long for Stalin to move right on in. I mean, not Stalin, but Putin to move right on in. You see what I'm saying? Or hell, another dictator. You see what I'm saying? Do you want to buy and sell and trade in human lives? You see, that's what you're working towards. When you say, oh, it ain't going to be this way, that's what he was preaching, civil war. We need to demonstrate. We need to kill. We need to burn. They tried that with Black Lives Matter. I don't see them doing it any, did it change anything? Hell, I know. In Oklahoma, they killed one 15-year-old Hispanic kid and one little black kid. Of course, they was breaking the law, but there should be a better turn or something better than, let's say, death, shoot to kill. I mean, come on, people, shit. In other words, you break the law when you shoot to kill you. Is human life become that important? Yeah. Is your relative's life more valuable if they're a Republican than they are if there was a Democrat? What if your wife says, or your husband says, well, I'm a Democrat. I voted for all Democrats instead of Republicans, even though my card says Republican. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of that went on. Did you know that? There's a lot of times you don't know exactly what's in a person's mind because you're not in there with them. Now, if you say you want a civil war, well, what you're saying is you want to kill off half the Americans that are here that don't agree with you. Because that's about what it was. It was almost, I think Biden was a little ahead, like 20,000 votes or 20 million. It wasn't very much more than the Republicans. But let's say it was 80, 100, 90, over. It was, let's say if it was 50-50, you're going to kill off half the Americans, which wasn't quite 50-50, but close. No, you're not going to do that. I mean, that's like, what was it? Even when Russia had a coup, and I believe that was Stalin, not Stalin, who was it? What was it? Gorbachev. Yeah. They had a coup, and do you realize that the military would not go against with the rest of the people that started the coup because they become neutral? You see what I'm saying? They did not want to. It'd be less like you call in the National Guard or you call in the military, or especially the National Guard, because they're in the town, and they're the sons and daughters are in the National Guards, and their relatives are in the same damn town. So you're going to call the National Guard to fight down and go against protesters. You see what I'm saying? So, in other words, you want your son or your daughter to be shooting their own brother and sisters, mothers, cousins, and aunts and uncles. You see what I'm saying? You're asking a lot off of your military when you start asking them to kill their own kid. If he's 17, 18-year-old, he could be out there protesting. 15-year-old. That's what I'm saying. This person that I was listening to, Southern Prepper or whatever the hell he was, to preach, and he's preaching anarchy is what he's preaching. Civil war is what he wanted. He's got all these guns in his gun cabinet, and he's telling everybody to buy extra ammo and buy extra guns and buy red dotted sites and all kinds of stuff because what he's preaching should be illegal to begin with. And, you know, he probably don't have no relatives, so hell, he don't mind killing anybody. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's different if you're fighting in a different country. Been there, done that, got the damn shirt to prove it. But fighting on your own American soil against your own Americans, where in the hell have we slipped to as an American? You see what I'm saying? Well, I heard Trump say this, which I didn't agree with him. He said that Obama was not an American citizen, but he was born in Hawaii. Last time I checked, Hawaii is one of our states. And then he said Condoleezza Rice, not Condoleezza, yeah, whatever her name was, vice president's running. He said she wasn't an American citizen because she's basically black and her ancestors come from India, something like that. She's born here, born in America. He thinks anybody that is not 100% white, the white or Aryan race, is not an American. Well, there's a lot of Aryan races that come from Germany. They're not Americans. To me, America has been a diverse country since the start. I got the hiccups now. It's been a diverse country since the start. And like I said, we took it away from the American Indians. Okay, we finally let them be American citizens, even though it was their country. Let's say we had English people, we had French, we've had Dutch, we've had almost every nation under the world come over here. I don't think we let Americans, the Chinese be American citizens till, what was it, 47, 49, something like that. Yeah. They weren't American citizens. They wasn't allowed to own property. You see what I'm saying? And then we took it all away from them. Let's see, in 1940, I think it was after the war. So it was all messed up. I forget which president signed the declaration where they could become American citizens. It was a little bit before the 40s. It was, I don't know, 30s or something. We brought them over here to build the railroads, enslaved them, basically. Is that what we want to go down to, really? Where we can just do whatever the hell we want to anybody we choose? No. I don't think anybody wants that. That guy, like I said, he needs to think over his theory about having a civil war. Because if he really wants a civil war, he don't want a United States. The word united, you ever heard of that word, united? That's part of us. And the states are the rest of these, and territories that we own, like Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and a whole bunch of other shit, whatever. But like I said, how many people really understand politics? Not very many of them. Hell, there's UFO. See what they said. I can't plug up my deal here. Nice to see you too. Well, thank you. The point about it is, I want America to get along. I want us to be one of the biggest, the proudest, the strongest nation in the world. And if this President Biden that's going to take over don't do it, I'll vote his ass out and get another one in 4 years. I want to be the one that pulls the strings, not the damn president. I want him to do what the majority of the people have voted him in there to do. You see what I'm saying? Now, is that being selfish? Hell yeah, I'm selfish. But I don't want a divided America. I don't want, I think we need to, like I said, The only way the world will pull together, I'm going to tell you something funnier now. The only way the world will pull together, we'd have to fight an invasion from another planet or something. You see what I'm saying? It's the same way with America. It'll pull together when we got something to fight against, where it's China, Russia, uh, anybody, any other country. Right now, in peacetime, I'm going to tell you something what's going to happen. They'll start a war. America start a war with somebody. I don't care who it is. Hopefully not the big one. So they'll pull back together. It might be against Argentina or hell, Cambodia or something, some damn other country. You know, or go back to Pakistan and Iraq and Iran and all that other stuff. I look for probably between Iran, you know. But we'll start something like that so America pull back together. Is that what we want to? We can't do that on our own without having to be led like little sheep and find an enemy that we can rally around and fight against. Is that what we've become, like little sheep, so we can lead them? Well, they're not getting along. They're fighting amongst themselves because we're pretty prosperous and doing well right now, and blah blah blah. So I guess we better start up some little old war over there with some little insignificant little country, so we can, Bosnia or some damn place. You know what I'm saying? That's what we'll do. I guarantee it will. And now, hopefully, it ain't with a big country that we'll have to fight our ass off and almost lose, like China or Russia. You see what I'm saying? But I look for something like that to come place in the next, I don't want to say 5 years. Or less. Might not even happen when this president Biden's in there. Or could. But if we don't start getting along, I can almost guarantee it'll be another damn war. Or we'll have to go protect our allies or some shit like that. What is it? Iran is after Israel because they say Israel killed one of their lead scientists. That's what they're claiming. We'll probably have to come to Israel's defense. You see what I'm saying? Well, now we got somebody else to fight besides Democrats and Republicans. I'm going to eat another chocolate. Get me wound up on this sugar. Where in the hell is the love of humanity? Yeah. I guess we left that by the damn wayside. I don't want America to be fighting either, but it will. They'll either fight amongst themselves, like they're doing right now, or they'll fight against the outside source. That's the way history is. They're so damn stupid, like these little old dogs I got. They're so jealous of one another, they want to see which one gets closest to me and bring their toys and their bones and all the other shit. Well, they don't want to come by themselves. They want to make sure they brought all their toys. The Republicans are convinced the Democrats are going to take the Second Amendment away from them. Never happened. Never happened. The Democrats think the Republicans are moving into a dictator government, basically. In other words, pick out a nationality or a creed or whatever, and basically pick it to death and genocide the damn thing. Yeah. Like the Ku Klux Klan did down south. You don't do what the hell we say, we'll show up in the middle of the night with a sheet over our head and kill you. But I guarantee if they don't accept Biden as their president and try to have a civil war to get him out of there, or something, a coup or whatever to get his ass out of there, there'll be a civil war. Now, if you think Trump is worth a civil war, go for it. Now, who do you go shoot first? Well, I'm going to kill the Democrats. Well, hell, they ain't the only damn. Some people don't even vote, don't even register. Gonna kill them too, right along with them. Yeah, there's a lot of people in America that is not even registered to vote. A lot of them. Yeah. What do they call it? Undesirables then? Because they didn't care enough to vote or anything one way or the other. Hello, Mr. Ape. How's everything going? We're talking about stupidity tonight. Basically what I'm talking about. And everybody's entitled to get up on their soapbox. Do I like how the election went? Probably not. Because I thought it would go a hell of a lot smoother than what it did. But for as I know, Trump lost and Biden won. Now, are you going to claim every voting machine is wrong? Well, how long have they been screwed up? How long has foreign aids and are they been susceptible to tampering with? You know, you started that this year. Could have been started 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 years ago. Could have started 15, 20 years ago when it was invented. You see what I'm saying? You got, okay, if they're that bad infected with viruses or whatever the hell you want to call it, then we need to figure out a better voting system next time. That's 2024. We'll have 4 years to do it. But I can guarantee you Biden will be in there and Trump won't. I don't care. Because even the Supreme Courts will do one thing. Even the ones he voted in there, there's 3 of them that Trump got in there. Do they want a damn civil war? If they go for civil war, even their position is in danger. You see what I'm saying? Because you don't know which side will win. You see what I'm saying? The military could be fighting one another. You know, Army against the Navy, Navy against the Marines, you know, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Who's got the biggest damn gun? Is that what it is? But if it goes hand to hand and this, that, and the other, and neighbor house by house and neighbor by neighbor, like it did in the Civil War of 1865, boy, quit it. Crazy little dog. We won't have a damn country. We will not have a country. Anybody and anything can move in and take any damn state. Yeah. It'd be like that one woman that was Alaskan. She tried to run for whatever the hell it was, vice presidency or something. And she wanted to secede from the Union, Alaska. But you know that shit ain't going to happen. She was governor of Alaska, I think it was. Yeah. The America is not going to give up any damn state. I mean, are we that stupid? Are we going to give up any territory like Puerto Rico? Hell, I heard Trump wanted to trade Puerto Rico for some damn island. Up north. Iceland, I think it was. Yeah, want to trade Puerto Rico for Iceland. Yeah. Like you can trade American citizens away, huh? Okay. That's how little he thinks of the damn American public. He wants to trade them like they're still damn commodities. Yeah. Go back and look at shit that he has said. You know, to me, he scares the hell out of me. Biden, like I said, I wasn't sold on him either. That's why I'm an independent. The point about it is, like I said, hell, I'd rather vote for Santa Claus. He gives presents, and you don't have to jack with his ass once a year and leave out a couple of cookies and a glass of milk. He's easy to satisfy. They've all got their own agenda. But this president that's leaving versus the one coming in, I believe the one coming in is the less of two evils. You see what I'm saying? And I'll guarantee you, if Trump will leave, when he does leave office, I will think in a year to 18 months after he leaves office, he's going to be in a jailhouse, because they will manipulate around. If he ain't in the jailhouse, he's going to be fighting so damn many legal battles he ain't got time to run in 2024. You see what I'm saying? You ever thought about that? They've already said he committed 2 or 3 felonies already. So, it's guaranteed that he won't be in there again. He's even having Republicans turn against him. Yeah, a lot of them. The only reason a lot of them ain't saying, they didn't know who in the hell the Republicans voted for. He called them rhinos or something like that. But guess what? They got afraid of him too. Do you know that when Hitler was in power, that the Third Reich tried to kill him multiple times? 2 or 3 times? Yeah. His own party tried to kill him. His own government, his own soldiers. I know of twice, it was 2 or 3 more times, but twice, they almost succeeded twice. You see what I'm saying? And in a lot of, they're scared of him right now because he's firing so many people. Well, what they were scared of, his Republicans in the Congress and stuff, was retaliation against him. Once he gets out and they feel safe, they're liable to bring out all kinds of stuff. I mean, and even if they don't, within 20 to 50 years from this date and forward, it's just like the Kennedy assassination. All that shit comes out. Even Johnson was involved, they claim, in the Kennedy assassination. So, history either prove him being cheated or thank God they got him out, one or the other. You see what I'm saying? But we got to wait as a nation, this, that, and the other, to not be fighting amongst ourselves, because that ain't accomplished anything. Come on, give me some thumbs up, people. And if you disagree, you're entitled to put it on the side, as long as you use good language and don't be cussing, raising hell, or trying to kill somebody else over there. Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't know what's going to be the future, but what little bit I do know about what in history, that we don't want a civil war, and they'll guarantee that they won't be, because they won't let him. Hopefully, the Supreme Court ain't that damn stupid, And they got to follow the law also, just because they're the one of the 5 branches of government, don't mean that they got the total say. Because there is the American people. And when they start, marching the streets and burning houses and protesting, and I mean, hell, they got to go home to their damn families too. And it wouldn't be hard to find out where the whoever the hell's on the Supreme Court, where they live, where their kids go to school, where their kids go to school, this, that, and the other. They'll have to be afraid for their own damn lives if they voted illegally. You know what I'm saying? To get something that was illegal. Good old boys will only go so damn far. And like I said, when you start a civil war, there's all kinds of killing goes on. When Hitler took over, he killed almost everybody that was opposing him when he was running for office. Do you know that Kim Jong-il killed most of his damn relatives that was fighting for power at the same time he was? Is that kind of government we want? Yeah. In other words, somebody gets in power and they kill off or fire or do away with everybody else that's in government that don't agree with them. That's what I'm getting at. I mean, hell, I could preach all night about this damn subject. But I do know one thing. I don't want a civil war. I want everybody to get along. I want everybody, if there's something wrong with the voting machines, then we need to fix them. But it'll be the next election. This election's over with because it's too much controversy if it doesn't go the way the American people voted it in. And you need to quit. They need to quit preaching, "I've been robbed," or "it's a hoax," or "it's like the damn coronavirus and shit." It ain't no damn hoax. There's people dying like flies, you know. You know, or it's illegal, or they robbed me, and all this other shit. That's all bullshit. What you need to do is get behind and pray for every leader. Hell, pray for Trump that he accepts defeat with dignity. Apparently, he ain't got no damn dignity. But that's what I'm getting at. Every president has had a smooth transition in office since the beginning. You see what I'm saying? You know, and I don't know how. I know why I think Putin's holding on Trump, but I don't know what Trump holds against. I guess a good word against. Over their head, maybe that's better. Against the Republicans of the United States. Yeah, that's what one person holds more power over the whole party. That I don't understand that. You know, we're not a dictatorship. We're not a government that lets one person be in power. This is not North Korea. You know, I mean, the American people have a right to be heard. They have a right to choose their leaders. They have a right to impeach their leaders. They have a right to vote their leaders out or in. We have that right. That's in the Constitution, people. In the Constitution. Besides having a damn gun, that's in the Constitution. You know, there's a lot of amendments to the law, but the basic Constitution was wrote for all the damn people, not just one party, Democrats or Republicans. It was wrote for everybody to follow a smooth transition of power. You know, and like I said, it'll be that way or a civil war. You got your pick. I don't think I want a damn civil war. I'm too damn old to be shooting my neighbor. You know, but and the reason I'm doing this was that one video I probably unsub him before it's over with, because his oddities geology, and get all the damn words and vowels in there, I don't agree with. Now, he started off as a prepper, and I like, there's things you can do and buy as a prepper, whatever. And like I said, there's Democrat Republicans, preppers, and Republican preppers. And hell, there's independent preppers. Everybody gets allowed to prep, put stuff up because they don't trust something. That's what they say. I'm a prepper. I don't trust the government. Well, you sort of let the government lead you around by the damn nose. That's what I'm saying, shit. If you don't trust the government, how can you trust your leader that's in there telling you, "Oh, I've been robbed"? You see what I'm saying? That's an oxymoron. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense. Yes, I don't trust a lot of things that go on. But as a government, it's for the people, by the people. And anytime we get away from that, we're in trouble. We are seriously in trouble. I need some more thumbs up, people. I'm trying to make my 4,000 hours. And I probably won't talk on politics for a long time. But educate yourself. And it's so damn easy nowadays to educate yourself. Google it. Google keeps us from out of libraries, keeps us from reading books, and was really quick by the hand to just grab it and Google it. But in in the future, if you claim that you don't trust the government, you're a prepper, like this one guy is, but turn around and say, he's a stench Republican or what you want to call it, that everybody's cheated Trump and this, that, and the other, and everything was crooked, done this, that, and the other. Well, that brings the issue up. If they've been picking and choosing who's been president ever since the beginning, let's call it that, especially with these machines and stuff, throwing out people's votes and this, that, and the other because they made an error and didn't put their middle initial in or whatever, then damn, it's all been a damn lie. In other words, these poor soldiers fought, let's say, since their independence from England all the way up until Desert Storm or whatever the last conflict was. All their damn lives were lost for nothing. In other words, we don't have a republic. We don't have a democracy. And you need to find out what the word republic means, people, and you need to find out what the word democracy means. And socialism and communism and every damn thing else. Before you start rattling and saying the Democrats are socialist, or then they're communist. A lot of people relate socialism with communism. Way different spectrum. Way different spectrum. And I mean, what kind of government do we want? We're the people. What kind of government do we want? Do we want one that is picked by very few, or do we want a government that's picked by the masses? That's all I'm saying. I'd rather have fairness for all than fairness just for a few. Oh, look at my damn dogs. Little puppies. But that's what I do. What happened here? Oh, this thing went crazy. Better put it back over there. I don't want to delete nobody. Hello out there. Let's see who else I got up there. Hey, I haven't seen you in a long, long time. I appreciate everybody that comes by and says hi. What in the world is wrong with my deal? I'm not leaving the deal. Canceled, dummy. I ain't leaving nothing. But what kind of government do we want? Do we want something that's fair for all or just for the very few? It's bad enough that the very rich get to pick and choose a lot of. Like, I heard a deal one time. They said there's 10 powerful people in the world, and they choose what the world does. Is it that sad? Is it got down to that? Well, then hell, I try to want to be a billionaire then. You see what I'm saying? I'll wait for it to pop up here. Hey, it's RB dead. We're talking politics. That's what we're talking. I'm trying to educate the masses. The whole thing about a lot of this is you want liberals out there, and you want conservatives out there, and then you want independents. You want a little socialism. You want a little communism. It takes all branches of human race that's out there in America. Yeah. Well, what is communism? Well, communism means if one's got it, we all got it. You see what I'm saying? Well, then socialism. Well, social means that they're for the masses to be like socialized medicine. There's only 2 countries in the world that does not have socialized medicine. America and some damn little island out in the Pacific. So it must not be that bad a thing to be a socialist. I'm not a socialist, by the way. But communism, democracy, Republican, it's branches of our own government that we have set up. And we need, as an American citizen, and to be not preaching a civil war against other Americans. We should not preach injustice toward other Americans. Black Lives Matter had a lot of sense to it. You need to restructure the good old boy, pat you on the back shit. And there should be a better way to arrest somebody than using deadly force. I mean, like that one Hispanic kid, he robbed the store. He went back later to rob it again. Then there was 25 police officers outside. He laid down his gun, raised his hands, and all of them broke loose, and they shot him 25 times, and until he quit wiggling on the ground. You see what I'm saying? The point about it is, we should have something better than deadly force. Shoot him in the damn leg or something. Hell, I don't know, but that's better than just shooting some. I don't understand where it is that a human life has got to be more than, who gives a shit, And it's the same way. You have, if I'd vote, I used to run a lot of stuff. If I was voted out or this, that, and the other, I accepted it. When I was on a committee and the majority of the committee wanted to try whatever it was, the majority ruled. We give it a shot. You got to realize that you're a president more than just one party. You see what I'm saying? You got to realize that you stand for the whole nation, not just part of it. Yes, is that a liberal way of thinking? Of course it is. But a democratic way of thinking is like, okay, the amendment should be upheld. The Constitution should be upheld about the right to bear arms. You preach, there's people, we voted, which was turned down in this state, by the way, because it's a Republican state. We have people that serving 20 and 30 years in the penitentiary for using marijuana. But yet there's states now that they've legalized this shit. What I was voted for is, okay, they've served 5, 6, 7 years, let them out. You know what I'm saying? Because you turned around and said, well, we medicalized marijuana. You can get it with a card. Well, hell, I seen a billboard the other day said I can get a damn card online. Don't even have to appear before a doctor. Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know how smart I am, but I do know a little bit about politics. I believe that, there is a point where the masses does rule, but you got to rule with common sense. You cannot just say, well, it's going to be my way or the highway. And for a lot of people, yeah, it's disappointing that a person didn't win, a person lost. But what did Trump do for the people? Now, I know what he did for the rich people, but I don't know what he did for my ass. I don't believe he had the masses' best interest at heart. I think basically he was out for himself and them good old boys. I believe he was covering up some stuff he got himself into. There's all kinds of rumors going around. Him and Putin and everything else and the sex parties and all this other crap. I don't know. I didn't give a shit one way or the other. I was worried about how he ran America. It's like Clinton. There was Clinton, yeah. I mean, I didn't like him using my Oval Office for a damn sex ring. You see what I'm saying? Or a sex party. But I was more interested in how they run the country. How they voted in the laws. How they stood up for my rights. And just mouthing it, Don't do a damn bit of good. I want to see. I want to see it on black and white paper. You know, I'll got all this evidence. This that. Well, where in the hell is it? I can claim any damn thing, but where in the hell is it? But like I started giving opinion on that old boy's channel, but he was already convinced in his own mind, and it was only one way to keep Trump in there was a civil war. But the man did not even realize what a civil war would entail. And nobody else does. They never went through. Hell, I went through one. Mother did, but I didn't. But go back in history and see what happened. There was enough dead people that they was burying them along the fence rows. And you go down south now to this day and move a fence 2 or 3 foot one way or the other and dig up bones. You know, that's how many deads there was. Yeah. They was dead by the thousands. We lost more Americans in the Civil War than we in any other war. In any other war. And, okay. So to take on that, okay, what do we do if that side won? Well, we had Reconstruction of the South. We sent carpetbaggers down there to buy up the property and all this other shit. And then they've been fighting down there for years. We had the Ku Klux Klan come in and killing off people. They didn't even look plumb up to the 60s. They didn't even have the right to vote. You see what I'm saying? Well, that's probably true too. They did. But the point about it is, a civil war will kill off millions of Americans, leave us vulnerable to other powers or other principalities coming in. We need to pull together. It's called United States. It's been that way since the North and South Civil War. Yeah. Now they call it the United States. And we're under one flag. We're not under 2 flags now. That damn thing with a snake on it don't mean shit. The Southern Republic of the Southern State don't mean shit. No, your own state flag means more than the Confederate flag or the damn snake flag or whatever. Don't tread on me shit. They're not trying to tread on you. They want you to stand up and be Americans. Be a United States American. That's what they want. That's what, is that what you, that's what I want. I want everybody to stand up for our God-given right under the flag. Okay? Now, what does that entail? Have you ever read the damn Constitution, people? Have you read the amendments? You want to preach it, but you ain't took the damn time to read it. You haven't took the time to read what different countries or different, a Socialist Party, a Communist Party, a Democratic Party, what all that means. You're going off like going to church. And I get on to people all the damn time. You're letting the preacher tell you how to believe and what to believe. You can't read that damn book yourself? Can you read the book? It's been around for a while, bestseller. Well, I don't understand. It's contradictory. Well, take your damn time. It took me 2.5 years to get out of the first damn chapter of Genesis. I'm a slow reader, but I'll read one word at a time and so go find out what that word means. Especially back in biblical days. What did that word mean? The point about it is, it's up to us as Americans. We can either let somebody else dictate our lives, or we can stand up and dictate our own outcomes. And one of them is not have a damn civil war. It is another one to to let someone run over you because they didn't get their way. No, it's time to move on. America's got enough on this damn plate with this COVID, the economy, and every damn thing else than to worrying who in the hell is in the damn White House. You see what I'm saying? How many presidents have you lived through, good and bad ones, Democrats and Republicans? Well, we've even had a few independents in there, by the way. You know what I'm saying? A third party, let's put it that way. And maybe you can understand that. That's what I'm getting at. Where in the hell are we going to stop and say, wait a minute, there's more damn things important than who in the hell is in the damn White House? Let's see what somebody does in the damn White House. You know, right now you got a president that's playing on the damn golf course instead of fighting the damn coronavirus or the damn economy. I guess he's spending enough damn money on his own golf course. Hello, Mel. You know, a lot of people, they don't understand how the government works. Same way they go to church. They don't understand how the church works. When I was a kid, I thought God owned the damn church. Damn, I was heartbroken when I found out it was like the deacon people in the church or organization like the Methodist or whatever. They owned the damn church. God didn't own it. Yeah. They didn't have to pay taxes on it. But God didn't own that church. Yeah. That deed was not in God's name. You know, Jehovah or God or whatever you want to call him, Muhammad, whatever. Allah. I think it's Allah now. Muhammad was a prophet. But anyway, I was heartbroken when I found out. I was just a little kid, but I thought, well, that ain't right. You know, here I am going and pouring out my heart, mind, body, and soul to God, and he didn't even own the damn building. Yeah. So you're pouring out your heart, mind, body, and soul to a president that got voted out, and he don't own the damn building. He is not but a president that stood up and wanted to serve the country, not his own goal, but the country, and now his term is up. You know, I'm not heartbroken. You know, if that's what the American people wanted, then I bow to the American people. That's what they want. They get what they want. Yeah. Did I vote for Biden? Ain't none of your business. Did I vote for Trump? Ain't none of your damn business. Did I vote somebody else? Because there's other people on damn tickets. You see where I'm coming from? The point about it is, the American people have spoken. Now you can cry and whine and be a little bitch, or you can stand up and be an American and say, well, that's what they wanted. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'll pray that it ain't going to be no disaster. You know what I'm saying? But to keep throwing fits and having 30, 40 lawsuits that fell in your lap, we're waiting for the Supreme Court. Well, I'm going to got news for you in the Supreme Court. And you can probably put this in the bank and draw interest on it. If they vote that Biden is not the president, Trump remains to be president, there'll be a damn civil war. You'll have people sniping and killing every damn Democrat, Republican, and fighting backwards and forwards. And we won't have no damn country. Is that what you want? You don't want to have a country? Oh, that's when Germany moved into Poland. And he's killing off all the Czechs. And he was killing off all the Jews, and he's killing off all the gypsies. And let me tell you what happened to black people. They were shot on the damn spot. They didn't even get to go to concentration camps. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You'd be surprised what has went on. Look at the Catholic religion. I ain't saying Catholics are bad. I'm just saying when people get in power, look what happens. When they have absolute power, power corrupts. That's why I believe you need to change presidents every 4 to 8 years. I don't believe we should have lifetime Supreme Court justices. I'm an old person. Do you think I get hell sitting there listening to all the damn laws give me a damn headache at 80 years old? But half of them serve in there till the day they die. No, they shouldn't serve over 10 years. That's it. You know, I believe every 10 years we should have some new ones. Same way with in your little civil courts, in your damn judicial system, you got your mayor and all. They should not be a lifetime position. Hell no, I need new blood in there about every 4 to 6, 8 years. You know what I'm saying? All right, talk to you later. But that's what I'm saying. We need a broader spectrum than one person's opinion, and that's even mine. We need the diversity. We need something that'll stand up for justice. Yep, I'm sad that the country's fighting too, and it ain't worth it. How long? Let's say we decide. Do you know what Putin got? Putin got to be chancellor for life. Yeah, he's going to be president for life. Did you know that? He got to be president to 2036. Well, that's about all of his damn life, ain't it? Yeah. Do we want a president for life? We might as well have just stayed under the king, King George. We should have just stayed under King George. Yeah, we should have never got our independence from England. If that's what we wanted. Do we want a dictator? Well, hell, we should get Jong Il. Yeah. Well, I heard he's a damn good dictator. Yeah. In other words, preach. Let's see. His motto is do what I tell you. Don't do what I do. Do what I tell you. That's his damn motto. There you go. I mean, to me, people need to stand up for what they do believe in, and that is justice for all under the flag. You see what I'm saying? But yet, and I've seen so much prejudice go on, it's ridiculous. You take any little town, and I've lived here for 30 years, and I still ain't a Crescentite. You know what I'm saying? My daughter lived, I don't know, 30, 40 years in Guthrie. She ain't a Guthrieite either. You have to be born and raised about 3 generations in the same damn little town. Well, I hate to tell you, most towns in the world are incest. Everybody's kin to everybody. Yeah. Their damn family tree looks like a trunk. The point about it is it's hard to fit in. And the trouble of it is you're letting people dictate because it's a pat old boy, good boy on the back system. That's what the Democrats did this year because they had a chance to vote impeach Trump. They knew he committed a bunch of atrocities or whatever the hell, treason is what I'm going to say, and they didn't do it because they're afraid of the backlash. You see what I'm saying? No. If you can't stand up for what is right, what the hell are you standing up for? Okay, I want it my way. Well, sometimes that ain't right. If it ain't right, why are you wanting it your way? Yeah, because you care nothing for the fellow man. You care nothing for other people. You care nothing about the environment. You care nothing. That's true. That's what I'm saying. I mean, would you to vote in the hell's wrong with that deal? Would you have voted in the woman's right to vote, the black's right to vote? Answer all these questions to yourself before you start screaming and hollering how other people should do. That's what I'm getting at. All right. Now, would you have gave the American Indians the right to have casinos? Hell, it's their country to begin with. You see what I'm saying? We stole it and killed them for it and every damn thing else. Yeah. The best thing American Indian would have done, and I ain't got it one drop of American Indian blood in me, I'd have killed them damn people that stepped off the boat. I'd let them starve to do it. There wouldn't have been no Thanksgiving. That's what I'm saying. But no, they had a kind heart. They tried to help the white man. And guess what? They got for their troubles. That's what I said today. I'm saying this election's over with. And what it does is it's still upsetting the American people because their candidate lost. It's still upsetting the other side because what in the world is wrong with my computer? It's not worth it. If there is such a fraud that went on in the next 4 years, we should set up a better way to count the votes, and this, that, and the other. It's too late for this one. Where it was illegal gain or whatever, it's over with. Because what'll happen now, if it doesn't get to be president, you'll have a bunch of rioting in the street. They'll burn Washington, D.C. to the fucking ground. You see what I'm saying? And they'll probably, hell, it wouldn't surprise me they didn't burn the goddamn judicial system down, especially if it goes to the Supreme Court and they decide that Trump is still president. There's enough people to burn the sumbitch down and there ain't a damn thing they can do about it. Are you going to kill 1 million people? Your damn gun would wear out before the damn million people would. And it ain't like they can't shoot back. You see what I'm saying? I don't want nothing like that. I don't want any kind of conflict like that. I want a smooth transition, this, that, and the other. And let him throw a fit if he wants to. But if he don't have the American people behind him, how big a fit can he throw? I'm just telling you what will happen if it doesn't happen that way, because there is just as many people on one side as there is another. And then we all need to stop and think, is it worth it? Yeah, our democracy is worth something. But you're going to have to do it and say, wait a minute, we're going to have to straighten up, make sure foreign country or our political side don't get access to make sure that the vote is done proper. Because this one's over with. It's just, you got to worry about the next one. You got to choose your battles. You might lose the battle, but do you want to lose the war? That's what in the Chinese book of Art of War, that's what the first thing they teach you in the Chinese book of war. You can lose the battle, but you don't want to lose the war. And right now, Republicans, and Democrats, you have to take whatever is offered at you right now and just go on, move on with it. And I have preached enough. I'm going to get off this thing because my throat's getting sore. I apologize for preaching politics because, in my opinion, politics is like preaching religion. Everybody's got their damn opinions, and there's a better way to do it. And they're how do I put it? They're adamant about what they believe. I don't want to change anybody's mind. I don't want to change a Republican to a Democrat or a Democrat to a Republican or either one of them to a independent like I am. But I do want them to stop and think before they make a crazy ass video and preach civil war. That's what I'm saying. It's not worth it. It to me, uh, we'll have this president come and go. We'll have the next one come and go. And if you're, like I said, if you're young, you're liable to see a bunch of them. You know. But thank God we still got the right to vote. Some countries don't even have the right to vote. Yeah. Yeah, they don't have the right. It's all put up whoever decides for them. Like our little children. I don't know what the hell. I've got to go. This computer's getting hot, I think. I think it's getting hot under its collar. Well, I've enjoyed it. Like I said, tomorrow night it won't be on religion or politics. But I do hope I've stirred you up enough to just think. That's the main thing. Because I don't want to change your. I want you to think what might come loose, what might come. Yeah, if you're a prepper, you need to prep. You should have been already prepping. Well, I don't trust the government. Then that makes you want to prep more. Let's see. I don't like how it's going. Well, do you think they care? No, they don't. They don't care one damn bit. If your feelings are hurt or this, that, and the other, which either side you're on. I said in Georgia, they're liable to lose the Republican Senate. In Georgia, there's two seats up, and they only got to get one up. That's what I'm saying. The Democrats, yeah. The point about it is, we need to debate it and this, that, and the other. We need a fresh way of looking at things. Besides them and us, we should say all of us, or us, period. As a United States. And I stress the word united because lately we've not been united. We need to get off of the who's who and this, that, and the other and get united and get behind a cause. As we need to get this virus under control. We need to get the economy going back. We need. And as a nation, we need to be very strong as the United States because there's so damn many people out there. They don't give a shit about Americans. They just like your money. Go take trips abroad if you can. They don't give a shit about you. Well, I thought you was our ally. Well, no, we just like your money. There's countries out there that don't like you, period. Whoever's running the damn country, but they like your money. And as a nation, we should recognize that we're not loved in every country. So therefore, we should make sure we're at least loved here with the united people. You see what I'm saying? We're all Americans, and we've got to realize that and come to that conclusion. Because how many countries out there would love to see us fail as a nation? Yeah. I gotta go. You guys take care. Have a great one. I'll have a video up tomorrow. I don't know what it's going to be about, but tomorrow night we're going to talk about cheerful things that we can do for ourselves, to make us better as human beings, better, all kinds of, things we could do for ourselves, make us as a human feel better about ourselves. Talk to you later. Have a great one. That's my motto, hon. Have a great one.